MBA, an advertising guy, a theatre person, and God knows what's all. No wonder the title of his recently released book, Creating Ripples, is Jack and the Master. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big applause to Karan Verma.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so much for coming over for what is a very, very special day for me. And today as I stand here, ladies and gentlemen, I get a lot of nostalgia coming to me. I still remember as a little kid when I used to come to the World Book Fair and I used to grab my set of Famous Fives and Hardy Boys, and never had I at that point of time thought that one day I would be standing here at the Author's Corner and addressing an amazing audience like you guys. Thank you so much. Now, Jack and Master, my debut novel, this one dates back to my childhood days. And I grew up in India in the 90s. As amazing a Facebook page as it is, it pretty much is the story of our life. Considering we have a young audience, it's the story of many of our lives. And the 90s were a very exciting time. I mean, it was the era of transition. We had the cable network coming up, we had internet coming up, we had so many things coming up. And the first faintest memory I have of the 90s is when on a Sunday morning, I used to lazily get up from my bed and switch on the television set, and the first innocent voice I used to hear was, "Jungle jungle baat chali hai, pata chala hai, chaddi pehan ke phool khila hai, phool khila." And Mowgli was such a rock star for me. I don't know about you guys, but I remember I even purchased that yellow trunk of his. And I only used to wear that yellow trunk that Mowgli used to wear, and I gave my parents a very tough time with regards to that. And as years passed by, from Mowgli, it graduated, our heroes changed, and from Doordarshan we had ESPN, Star Sports, and we had If You Smell What the Rock is Cooking. I remember, I don't know how many of you guys remember, but for me, as a 90s kid, The Rock, The Undertaker, I actually used to believe that The Undertaker has returned from the dead. I don't know about you guys, but I actually believe that. And I don't know if you guys remember, but height 6'4" Clash. I remember Clash used to be the key word in all the bus stands and tempos that used to go in those days. And as time passed by, our heroes changed. From Mowgli to Rock to Steve Jobs to Bill Gates to Sachin Tendulkar. 90s pretty much was the era of cult figures and folk heroes from where I see it. Very soon, as the 90s graduated into the 2000s, the 2010s, a 6-letter word started confronting me and many of us. And that 6-letter word was career. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that one word has scared the bejesus out of many of us. It has haunted many lives. It has ended many lives. And in one stroke, we had to put behind all our little hopes, all our little joys, and follow a certain path because we had to salvage this 6-letter word. Personally, I had a very tough time thinking, okay, so just for this word, am I going to put to the back burner all the things I wanted to do? I wanted to write a piece of poetry, I wanted to sing a certain song, I wanted to paint that elusive picture. But alas, all of them were put on the back burner. I thought, and I thought hard. And the one thing that I thought was that no matter what, I'll continue in the path of my dreams. I will fall, I know that. I will fall, I will fail, but so what? I will lace up my boots for another run. That's the spirit I tried to imbibe. But very soon, I realized that life ain't a bed of roses. If you're wanting to be a wondrous Banjara or a flamboyant explorer, life will bring you down to your knees. And in web portal, he wants to have his own radio show, he wants to be a painter, he wants to be a substitute in a soccer team. He wants to do it all. And look back at life and say, man, I had a life. Paradoxically speaking, I also wanted to be the great person of a particular domain. That was always going to be tough.
And as life passed by, from engineering to MBA to advertising, whichever field I dabbled in, I realized that these two voices were continuously ringing in my head. You want to be a jack or you want to be a master? Engineering, okay. Is this what I want to do for the rest of my life? Nah, was the next voice. MBA, do I want to be a Mr. Goody Two Shoes marketer all my life? Perhaps not. And as these voices kept gaining steam in my head, one day I put to back burner everything and I realized that I got to talk about this to people. I got to talk to people about how it feels to be a jack, how it feels to be a master. And that's when I put my pen to paper and started writing this plot, Jack and Master. As I began writing this, I realized that it's not easy to be a jack. Sure as hell it's not easy to be a master. But the only thing that keeps a jack and a master going is conviction. Conviction to stick your neck out and say, okay, I'll take the hits on my chin, but I'll keep walking. Because the fact is, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what, life goes on. And the only creed we got to have is that no matter what, I will keep walking. Every moment I look back and say, wow, that was a moment. Or it could be the legacy you leave behind. Moments or legacy, I don't know. Flamboyance or excellence, I still don't know. Folk hero or cult figure, you got to figure that out. But yes, what I do know is, jack or master, the first step towards greatness begins with a mantra of waking up and dreaming. As paradoxical as it may be, wake up and dream. Thank you.